It's gonna be considered culture bias क्योंकि उस ये 1967 अमेरिका के हिसाब से सबसे स्ट्रेसफुल चीज़ ये थी that was past, right? क्या बता अब अमेरिका तो 2021 के अंदर अब सबसे बड़ी स्ट्रेसफुल चीज़ अलग हो जाए. So it's gonna be culture bias, but it's not also gonna be outdated as well. So it could be outdated क्योंकि 1967 का स्केल है, you know. उसके अलावा I said it's holistic, right? I said it's applicable, right? अच्छा. So one more thing about this questionnaire is that you know what? How good is this scale? As in, it's very easy, right? But you have complication with it. So to answer this question, how good is this? 1967 के बाद Rahi conducts a research, right, to find out how good his scale actually is. तो करते क्या है? He takes 2500 sailors, ठीक है, एंड बेसिकली 2500 सेलर्स को कहते हैं पिछले 6 महीने के अंदर जो भी चीज़ें हुई ना वो क्वेश्चनर के अंदर लिख देना. तो 2500 सेलर्स का कोई ना कोई LCU आया होगा, जो भी है, डजंट मैटर. सो व्हाट हैपेंड वाज कि another 6 months passed by, ठीक है ना, and Rahi, what he did was he then observed those sailors after they fill out the questionnaire कि भाई ये अगले 6 महीने के अंदर कौन से ऐसे सेलर्स हैं जो डॉक्टर के पास जा रहे हैं. What happened was he found some sailors who were regularly going to the doctor बार बार. अब Rahi did not क्या कहते हैं connect their doctor going pattern to the questionnaire. So when he got the names of the sailor who was going to the doctor, he checked the questionnaires of the sailors and trying to find the names of the sailors on the questionnaires who are going to doctors, and he found कि हाँ यार जिनका बकायदा मेरे क्वेश्चनर के अंदर स्कोर हाई आता ना वही लोग 6 महीने बाद डॉक्टर के पास बार बार जा रहे हैं. तो इसका मतलब है my questionnaire really works क्योंकि my questionnaire is able to tell which people will go to the doctor in the future, and this was exactly happening, that the people are going to the doctor. But this is only for people who are going to a doctor. There were many people who didn't go to a doctor, even though had high ratings on the Holmes and Rahi questionnaire. So people did go, but not all of them. So Holmes and Rahi was right, but to some extent. Okay. So but if you want to know to what extent he was right, this is the extent to he was right. ये कितना होना चाहिए था? If Holmes was 100% right, this should have been a solid 1. ठीक है, 1.00. But out of 1.00, this is like 118. Round off कर दूंगा 12 बन जाएगा. So he was only 12% right. So the correlation is 0.12. ठीक है ना? So this isn't a very high correlation when you compare people's score with their actual medical records. So it's not necessary that when the people score high, they always go to the doctor. It's not always the case. So that's why there's a few problems with this questionnaire. Okay, so this is the weakness of this as well. Okay, so describe one questionnaire that major stress. You only have one questionnaire in your entire syllabus, तो यही होगा. ठीक है. All you have to know is कितने questionnaires होते हैं, कितने questions होते हैं, इस स्केल का नाम क्या है, क्लोज एंडेड ओपन एंडेड है. इस क्लोज एंडेड yes and no में आंसर होगा, राइट. You're supposed to say कि yes सेलेक्ट करेंगे तो जो yes वाले ऑप्शन उनको सबको कैलकुलेट करेंगे एंड लोगों का LCU आएगा. The higher the score, the higher the chance that they're gonna get ill in the future, and they're supposed to recall all the events that happened in the past 12 months, 24 months. How the total score is calculated, LCU सबके प्लस कर दो, ठीक है. All right, so one alternative way to calculate a score using तो SRS के अंदर yes and no के through score calculate होता है ना. Yes and no को select कर तो yes, you all count all the yes. So they're asking could there be another method to find the level of stress using this questionnaire? So they give you options कि हाँ यार, instead of writing yes and no, we could हम हर ऑप्शन के सामने 0 से लेके 10 तक रेटिंग स्केल डाल देते हैं, या 1 से लेके 5 तक लिख देते हैं कि हाउ, if this happened to you, to what extent did this stress you out, 1 से लेके 5 तक रेटिंग करो. So a Likert scale and a rating scale could have been more favorable option as well. So yeah. Culture bias in the SSRS. So culture bias in the development of SSRS is written right here. ये वाला. This is the same study that we've discussed in the previous section when we're talking about the theories of stress. So you're going to talk about कि भाई इसके अंदर किस तरह culture bias आया था. ठीक है. Americans 1967 जो रेट कर रहे होंगे हमारे हिसाब से अलग होगा. Things like this. All right. So that's going to be it in the final measure of stress. It's also going to be a self-report, ठीक है ना? But it's not going to be a self-report, sorry. It's going to be interview. So you have 4 measures of stress in total. 2 physiological, 2 self-report. Wang is the brain scan. Evans and Werner is the saliva. Holm and Rahi is the SRRS. And Friedman Rosenman is going to be interview. So Friedman Rosenman is not, पता नहीं क्यों दिया सिलेबस के कंटेंट के अंदर. Basically they haven't told you, they don't have any interview that you're supposed to study to know this. Basically, they're just telling you, okay, by if you know what Friedman-Rosenman theory is, type A, type B personality type, so yeah, so just make hypothetical questions जो तुम उससे पूछ सकते हो. All you have to know is type A के type and type B के क्या behaviors होंगे, and उसके हिसाब से आप example questions लिख दोगे, and that's what they all care about. For example, as I said, type A are the people who do things fast, type B are chill. So if you ask a question, okay, bhai, do you eat fast? Or has someone told you that you eat fast or do things fast? If they say yes, the chances are they're type A. If they say no, you know that they're type B. ठीक है ना? Are deadlines important for you? You know that type A के लिए deadlines important है. So if they say yes, you know what they are. If they say no, you know what they are. So basically, if you know what these behaviors type A and type B people are, which we have discussed in the theory section, right? ये वाला. So to find whether the person type A type B, आप कौन से question पूछ सकते हो? Come up with questions, you're good to go. So that's it. ठीक है. There's nothing much to it. इसके अंदर ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं है. इन्होंने पता नहीं क्यों दिया हुआ है. So this could be, so like these are the behaviors that I pointed out to you guys. You can construct questions according to this. ठीक है ना? These are also hypothetical questions that you can use. So if when we're evaluating this, we're going to evaluate how useful would be an interview to find out whether the person is stressed or not, right? So the interviews are going to be reductionist in regard because the interview is based on type A and type B theory, and that theory itself is reductionist because you're just classifying the person into 2 categories. ये वाला category आ गया तो बंदा stress में, ये वाला नहीं आया तो stress पे नहीं है. There could be more categories, right? There could be more than just personalities that causes stress. So, but you're ignoring all the things, so that's why it's reductionist. Is it applicable? Yeah, this theory is applicable. If you know what questions to construct, then you can know what questions to ask, and then you can find whether the person is likely to get stressed or not. It's a self-report interview, so whatever question you're going to ask from the people may lie on it. There's always a chance of demand characteristics. Okay. So this is it for Friedman-Rosenman. Basically, you're supposed to construct hypothetical questions, जो कुछ भी हो सकता है. So one similarity, one difference between one psychological major and one physiological major. मैं दोबारा बता रहा हूँ, psychological major का मतलब है questionnaires, ठीक है, and physiological major वही machinery and saliva test. So one subjective, you know what's subjective, you know what's subjective, ठीक है. Brain scan, saliva is going to be objective, and the other is not. The second difference is that, the one similarity is that they are both effective in finding out the level of stress. ठीक है ना, one does it through a questionnaire के format answer, another does it through comparing the cortisol levels. So both are effective in their own aspect, right? Both can tell you how the person is stressed. Also, all of them will give you, apart from the interview, if you write the SRRS, it's going to give you quantitative data, and the saliva test is also going to give you quantitative data. So if you're comparing both of the things, quantitative data is the क्या कहते हैं, similarity. Right. Is there anything you want to clarify in the measurement section? You're fine with whatever we discussed. So once you know how to measure stress, once you know what causes stress, now you can treat stress. So we're going to talk about management of stress, as in how can you reduce stress, just like pain. So stress can be reduced by drugs as well, just like pain. So there could be biomedical, medical procedures, and there could be also therapies that also reduces stress. So there are psychological techniques. Psychological techniques are therapies, medical techniques, yeah, biological techniques are drugs, and certain physiological procedures. So these are the drugs that can help you reduce your stress. Okay. Antidepressants can help you reduce your stress. Anti-anxiety, अगर तुम्हें नहीं पता, just think of these as sleep medication, right? The medication that you take for your sleep, इसको हम anti-anxiety भी कहते हैं, benzodiazepine, Xanax वगैरह हो गया, helps you to reduce stress. All you have to know is किस तरह, how does this work, how does this work, how does this work. So antidepressants, right, boost your happy hormone. So once your happy hormones are boosted, as in serotonin is boosted, you don't feel the negative emotions, you feel positive emotions. That's how they reduce your stress. Anti-anxiety works by making you drowsy. As I said, these are sleep medications. So anti-anxiety work by relaxing your muscles, right? Because they're tense. And it also relax the brain by reducing the brain activity by stopping neurotransmitters from interacting each other. So one chemical will not be able to go further in the brain, so the chemicals would stop being like travel in the brain. So whole like cortisol, the cortisol. Sorry, cortisol is a hormone. There could be some neurotransmitter in the brain that also causes stress. So that neurotransmitter stops transmitting, so the brain feels relaxed. Does this work? Yes. According to Khan's study, uh, benzodiazepine type anti-anxiety drugs are more helpful to reduce stress than simple placebo. Placebo is the fake medication that you give to people to make sure कि कोई psychological effect की वजह से stress तो कम नहीं हो रहा. So these drugs actually work. Beta blockers, also similar to anti-anxiety, they reduce anxiety by dropping your blood pressure. So what they do is they work not on your brain, but they work on your body. So they block, or they don't let the adrenaline that gets secreted, because adrenaline जब release होता है तो your body gets ready for a fight, heartbeat वगैरह increase होती है. No adrenaline, so nothing like that. So your body will not enter the activation stage. Yeah, the gas model के अंदर. So yeah, all of these work. All of these also have side effects. तुम्हें पता है, किसी से एडिक्शन हो जाती है एंटी एंजाइटी से. ठीक है, बड़ा. Is this appropriate? Well, yes, these are quick drugs, cost-effective drugs, right? Quick acting. Khan says they're okay. Is it deterministic? Yes, because you know what, these drugs do the work. You yourself have no role in this. Is it applicable? Yes, you can give these drugs to people. Is it reductionist? Yes. Is you're only working on the physiological aspect? Is it reductionist? Yes, is it reductionist की बात हो गई. Is it nature energy? You're working on the nature aspect because you're working on the person's physiological aspect. हर ड्रग किस तरह काम करते वो अलग physiological aspect पे काम करे, but they're largely nature based. ठीक है. After drugs, by the way, this is a summary that the CIE people want to learn. just name one group of drug, right, and tell how they work. ठीक है. Again, drugs and how they work. Drugs की strengths and weaknesses. All right. So when you're done with drugs, now you're gonna focus on the therapeutic techniques. तो तुम्हारे पास तीन साइकोलॉजिकल टेक्निक्स के अम्ब्रेला के अंदर आती हैं. दिस इज द बायोफीडबैक. फिर आपके पास दूसरी थेरेपी आएगी, इसके बाद तीसरी थेरेपी आएगी. बायोफीडबैक इज सिंपली, ठीक है, you're getting the feedback of your biology, as you're getting feedback of your body, ठीक है ना. So the idea is if you keep getting feedback of your body, can you control your body to reduce the stress, ठीक है. So तुमने आगा खान या whatever hospital you go to, ठीक है ना, वहाँ पे एक monitor लगा होता है which shows your blood pressure, heart rate, whatever, right? So these are monitors that tell you exactly how your body is behaving. So this is giving feedback of your body, right? So this biofeedback. It tells you about the physiological state. So you know, you get information out of it. There are certain things in your body that you can control by your own will, such as your breathing. You can control how fast you breathe consciously. Also, हो सकता है कि when you control certain aspect of your body consciously, it may change how your body is behaving. So if you change your breathing, does this work or not? You're right away gonna get the result on the screen जो सामने है, right? When you change your breathing, तुम्हारा शायद breathing का जो थोड़ा number है वो change जाएगा on the monitor, and you'll know for sure that whatever you're doing is working. So that's the biofeedback you're getting, right? You're doing something and you're getting the feedback of out of your body through a monitor. So will this work? Can you make people reduce their stress by letting them know that they can do something to reduce their stress? And if they practice doing that thing, and if they know it will work, will that encourage people to reduce their stress further? Yeah, nahin. So basically, does biofeedback work or not? Okay. So the idea is that once you know whatever you're doing is working, हो सकता है you're gonna get motivated to keep on doing it because you know it's working, so that it itself is motivating enough for you. कि, oh my god, ठीक है, I can influence something in my body, so I might as well do it more, so to improve it more. So it's gonna work on the operant conditioning principle एक तरीके से, because you're gonna feel rewarded about it. So to conduct the experiment, right, क्या नाम है इसका? Yeah, Budinsky and Stoiber, what they do is they make 3 groups. And all 3 group people have headaches, right? So this is the medical condition they have. They all have headaches. ठीक है. The total number of participants in this entire study is 15. So I guess you can say 5 people per group. Not a very good number, not generalizable. So these 15 people who have headaches are divided into random groups. The machine that they're attached to is going to measure their muscle tone. ठीक है. जितना टेंशन होगा उतनी मसल टोन हाई होगी, जितना टेंशन होगा उतनी मसल टोन लो होगी. अच्छा, मसल टोन के साथ एक और बाकायदा साउंड की भी आवाज होती है, दैट्स आल्सो कॉल्ड द टोन. So basically, if your muscle is highly tensed, there is gonna be a highly pitched sound that is going to play. If your muscle is not highly tense, so there's also going to be a specific sound that's also going to play, right? So the sound changes according to the muscle tension. So experimental group के अंदर 5 लोग हैं, उनको बताया जाता है कि you know what, there's a machine attached to you and it's playing a tone, and this tone changes depending on how stressed your muscle is. So if your muscle is less stressed, the tone will change. The higher stress it is, the tone will also change. इनको ही बता देते हैं. After tell them, the people are also told, you know what, now you know what the machine does. You're supposed to relax as deeply as possible, and your goal should be to keep the tone low pitched. ठीक है ना? You're not supposed to get the tone highly pitched. High pitched का मतलब है आपको muscle tension high हो गया. So keep the muscle tone as low pitch as possible. Then there's the control group. Control group के अंदर भी मशीन लगाए जाते हैं, and they told कि भाई ये मशीन है जो आपको मसल टेंशन मेजर करता है, बट इस मशीन का टोन चेंज नहीं होता, ठीक है. So the tone is just there to help you relax. These people are not told the actual purpose of the tone. उनको बताया जाता है there's a tone, yes there's a tone, but you know what, it's not there to do anything, it's just there to help you relax. So you know what, just focus on deep breathing and let the tone soothe you. So इनको ये अलग चीज बताते हैं. Third group is also a control group, and इनके साथ मशीन तो अटैच किया जाता है, but the machine has no tone, so they told nothing about the tone. They just told her relax as deeply as possible, right? So you know that this is the biofeedback group. This is the group that knows that they can influence the tone by influencing the muscle tension. This group, right, does not know that their tone can change the muscle. Sorry, the muscle can change the tone. All they know is the tone is there to help them relax. This is not the biofeedback group. And this is also, again, not the biofeedback group. You want to know, okay, which group is the least stressful at the end, and you know it. This group, experimental group, at the end of the day, has 50% less muscle tension, followed by control group. The control group, जिसका कोई भी आवाज नहीं थी, they are the least relaxed. So at the end of the day, you know that biofeedback works. ठीक है. This took only 5 sessions to work, by the way. So iski evaluation, right? Um, is this free will? Yes, because the people who are in the experimental group can actually change the muscle tone consciously. So that's why they were able to keep the tone as low as possible, because they were able to keep their muscle tension as low as possible. Is it applicable? Yes. Now you know how to treat headaches, but will this be applicable to your generalizable to other medical क्या कहते हैं problems? Headache के अलावा backache, maybe not, we don't know. Is this study generalizable? Difficult to say. 5 people. Was this study reliable? Yes, because if every participant in every group was given the standardized procedure. For example, every experimental group participant had the same procedure. Every control group number 1 participant had the same procedure, and control group number 2 participant had the same procedure done on them. So yeah. Deterministic मैंने क्यों लिखा है? Well, operant conditioning की वजह से, because you know that it's going to act on the principle reward and punishment. So if something is rewarding you, you don't have a choice to not feel rewarded, right? You're always going to be feel rewarded. So if you know that you can actually do something to make your body better, you're going to get rewarded, right? There's no way you're not going to feel rewarded. So that's why feeling rewarded is not in your control. It is going to be automatic. So feeling rewarded, that makes it deterministic. So this is the summary. ठीक है. All right. Second psychological technique is imagery. Just like pain, हम यहाँ पे भी imagery इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं, right? Imagery के अंदर you're supposed to imagine something very, very peaceful. So you find a comfortable place, you relax yourself by deep breathing, close your eyes, imagine where you want to go, whatever makes you happy, and you're supposed to immerse yourself in that location. So basically, whatever scenery you imagine, you're supposed to walk in it, touch in it, interact with the scenery, whatever, you're supposed to engage yourself in that imagery. We want to know whether this works or not to reduce stress. ठीक है ना? So मैंने इसके steps तो लिख दिए, तो ये steps याद कर लेना, क्योंकि sometimes in exams they do ask you steps. ठीक है? So we want to know whether this imagery works or not. Well, basically, to conduct the experiment, Bridge conducts an experiment on 139 women. So it's not generalizable on male, but 139 women who have a very particular type of cancer. So these women have breast cancer. Okay? So it's also very not generalizable to other medical conditions. So these women who's going through radiotherapy for breast cancer, right? हमें मालूम करना है कि obviously they're gonna feel stressed, whatever. So we want to know whether imagery will help reduce stress in these women. This imagery helps to reduce. So to find out whether our therapy is effective or not, सबसे पहले we need to find out कि उनका initial level of depression, stress, anger वगैरह क्या है. So for this we conduct the mood scale to find out their initial level of these emotions. Also we do the Leeds general measure scale for just safe measure. So we do 2 questionnaires to find out their negative emotions पहले कितने. ठीक है ना? So this is done by the Leeds general measure scale and the mood scale. So after you know कि भाई हर औरत का शुरू में कितना negative emotions आ रहे हैं, then you're gonna conduct the imagery on them. So yeah, but not so simply. These 129 women were divided in 3 groups. Relaxation only. Relaxation के अंदर आपको deep breathing सिखाते हैं, imagery नहीं करवाते. Imagery plus relaxation के अंदर आपको relaxation deep breathing के साथ imagery करवाएंगे, and the control group does nothing. You just talk to women about their interest. You want to know which works best. So yeah, so the relaxation वालों को deep breathing technique सिखाते हैं, and they also given a tape so that they can practice deep breathing technique at their house. The relaxation imagery is also given deep breathing, but they also taught the technique of imagination as well, so they can practice at their house. The control group, they just talk about their interest. Okay. So you want to know which is the best to reduce negative emotion at the end of the day. So you found out when you do the mood scale and the Leeds general measure scale, right? Mixed results. Leeds जनरल मेजर स्केल कहता है कि भाई इन तीनों ग्रुप में कोई फर्क नहीं है. मूड स्केल कहता है कि भाई इन तीनों ग्रुप में बाकायदा फर्क है. ठीक है. सो मूड स्केल कहता है सबसे कम इनका स्ट्रेस आता है, सेकंड लोवेस्ट इनका होता है, एंड थर्ड लोवेस्ट इनका होता है. सो या मिक्स्ड रिजल्ट्स, बट मेक सेंस कि व्हाई वुड यू यूज 2 क्वेश्चनर्स. ठीक है ना? Because one questionnaire might have been problematic, the other might have been less problematic. So that's why you might have used 2 questionnaires. So we're going to consider the mood scale result. We're going to ignore the Leeds result and then say, okay, you know what, relaxation plus imagery is the best, followed by relaxation to reduce the stress. So what this study valid? Well, number one, it was done on genuine breast cancer patients. तो पहले बात validity high हो जाएगी, but because this study was involving questionnaires in which people can lie, so less validity. Number two, it was an independent group design, so हो सकता है एक group and दूसरे group और तीसरे group के बीच में कोई ना कोई participant differences होंगे, which produces different results between the groups. So there could be extraneous variables involved. Was this study free will? Yes, because no one can make you imagine unless you don't want to. So people did practice imagination according to their own free will. Is this study applicable? Yes. It can tell you what to do when the people are undergoing cancer treatment. It's not generalizable to other medical conditions and other genders. Also, ethically मसला ये था कि भाई अगर आपने थेरेपी करनी थी, so इनको तो थेरेपी मिल गई और इनको मिल गई, but these women, they didn't get any therapy, उनका टाइम जा गया. That's wrong. So yeah, you shouldn't do that. So this is the क्या कहते हैं, summary. ठीक है, just क्या कहते हैं, a brief description of what the person is supposed to do. Explain what is meant by imagery. When you imagine something that makes you happy, ठीक है, which makes you pleasant and which makes them smile. Why was imagery successful? Number one. So why was imagery successful in the end? Number one, because they can practice it anytime, anywhere. It's very flexible. It's very easy to do it, right? So it does not rely on you being a very specific place. It's very flexible. It's very, very easy to do. So that's why imagery might work. It's very easy to carry out once you know the techniques. Anytime, anywhere. Number two, होता क्या है कि imagery की वजह से you're making them go to a happy place, right? So happiness आप उनके अंदर पैदा कर रहे हो. Think about this. Relaxation only makes them relax, but doesn't make them imagine happiness. So these cancer patients going through something very, very severe needed happiness to be there. So that's why they chose to. That's why maybe they responded well to imagery because happiness उनकी जिंदगी में कम था, and the imagery gives them happiness that because they can imagine happy scenes. So that's why it could work. Also, free will the concept of these people responsibility measure because they can do it on their own. So because cancer is something that you cannot beat on your own, medications does it, but हो सकता है कि they want something that they can do on their part actively, and imagery was the thing that they can do on their part. So that's why they respond well to imagery, because it gives them sense of empowerment. Basically, that's why it might have worked. Independent maze design disadvantages, the participant differences, participant variables. The final therapy is by Mischenbaum. ठीक है, Mischenbaum ठीक है is going to introduce a therapy. It's gonna be called the stress inoculation therapy, right? SIT, stress inoculation therapy. यहाँ पे लिखा होगा, yeah, there we go, SIT. So what you are supposed to remember is Mischenbaum की stress inoculation therapy, right? इसके 3 stages होते हैं. ये conceptual क्या लगेगा, या ये conceptualization है, ये skill acquisition है, and ये application stage है. तो basically हर stage के अंदर क्या होता है ये मालूम करना है. So Mischenbaum basically is the guy who's going to tell you कि भाई whatever problem you have that is going to cause you stress can be solvable. ठीक है, the problem can be solved. And this is basically a cognitive technique because it's going to depend upon how you think about the stress. If you think about the stress as unsolvable, it won't be solved. If you think about the stress as solvable, it can be solved. So it's basically work on your cognition. ठीक है, it can last from, it can work as quick to 20 minutes, and it can go as long as weekly sessions, right? So it's very short as well when you need it to be. So it's very क्या कह रहे हैं, quick therapy. होता क्या concept, and ये तीनों stages एक ही दिन में हो सकते हैं if the conditions are ideal. तो conceptualization के अंदर सबसे पहले क्या करते हो, सबसे पहले दोस्ती करते हो अपने पेशेंट के साथ, राइट? पेशेंट के साथ दोस्ती होने के बाद होता क्या है, Mischenbaum tells them कि भाई well basically Mischenbaum asks them कि भाई whatever जो तुम स्ट्रेस के अंदर करते हो तुम क्या करते हो. तो the person tells them कि जब मैं स्ट्रेस के अंदर स्ट्रेस महसूस होता है मैं ये करता हूँ, राइट? सो कोपिंग टेक्निक्स बंदे की मालूम करता है, एंड Mischenbaum बताता है कि how this coping technique, right, is how is this coping technique effective and not effective. So once the person sees that this coping technique is not effective, the person will ask Mischenbaum कि ठीक है अब मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ. Also Mischenbaum is also going to make them understand कि भाई your problem is solvable. ठीक है, भले इसकी coping techniques मालूम भी ना हो, Mischenbaum will make sure conceptualization के अंदर the person understand कि भाई your problem can be solved. So इसके अंदर सबसे पहले यकीन तो ये दिलाते हैं उसको. Skill acquisition के अंदर क्या होता है, skill acquisition के अंदर Mischenbaum then teaches them these are certain techniques that you should do to solve your stress problem. Now these techniques are not universal, these techniques can be any, तुम्हारे लिए अलग होगा, दूसरे के अलग होगा. So whatever works best for you, you will have to practice it. ठीक है. So once you find out a technique that is going to work best for you, आप उसको एक therapeutic setting के अंदर practice करते हो with the therapist, right? Real world के अंदर नहीं. And you find that this technique doesn't work, you explore other techniques. So इसके अंदर you just learn techniques to prevent your stress. ठीक है, इसके अंदर learning होता है, skill acquisition होता है. इसके अंदर deep breathing हो सकती है, something you learn, it can be something else. Now when you master this technique in the therapy setting, it's time to take this technique out in the real world, जिसको हम कहते हैं application and follow through. Application के अंदर whatever you learn in the therapy, you're going to practice in the real life. If this worked, zabardast. If it did not, you go back to the skill acquisition stage, try something else, master it, practice it again in the application stage, unless and until it works. Otherwise, you go back to the skill acquisition stage as well. एप्लीकेशन स्टेज का ये मतलब होता है कि यू नो थेरेपी सेटिंग के अंदर सीखने के अलावा आपको रियल लाइफ के अंदर भी इसको अप्लाई करना आना चाहिए. सही है. सो दिस इज द फाइनल स्टेज बेसिकली. So this therapy is a 3-step process, right? It is free will because the person will not believe that the problem can be solved unless they want to believe. कोई इनको जबरदस्ती belief change नहीं करवा सकता. Is this applicable? Yes, this is a very good therapy. It's quick acting क्योंकि short term duration 20 minutes होता है, right? But it's only useful for people who wanna take this therapy. किसको जबरदस्ती लाओगे ना मीशन बॉम्ब की थेरेपी के अंदर काम नहीं करेगा. You have to be willing for this to work, because if you're not willing, आपके beliefs change ही नहीं होंगे. Is this ethical? Yes, because consent is taken क्योंकि therapy free will के base पे होती है. Is this cost effective? हो सकता है in the long run, may not be. Therapies are expensive. Is this nature nurture? You're teaching them new techniques, so it's nature. Individual situational, you're not changing the person's situation, you're changing the person's thought process. So it's your individual debate. Is this reductionist? Yeah. So I would say this is, it could be reductionist because you're only focusing on the cognitive aspect uh, of the problem, not the biological aspect, right? So yeah, it could be reductionist in that regard. Bharal, this is Michel Mom's therapy की क्या कहते हैं summary. They give you an experiment designed to find out whether stress inoculation techniques work or not, right? This is a debate. Medical techniques such as drugs are all a person needs to reduce stress. So basically, medical techniques effective versus other techniques effective. Debate होगी ये. Medical techniques के अंदर वो आएगा drugs, और दूसरी टेक्निक्स के अंदर बाकी जो थेरेपीज आएंगी वो आएंगी. क्या है ये? Longitudinal studies are, acha, this question is applicable to the entire section of health psychology. Basically, they're asking, longitudinal study करना उन लोगों पे करना जो बीमार हैं is useful. Do you agree or do you disagree? So, agreement के अंदर ये हो सकता है कि जो भी लोग बीमार हैं, illness takes a long time to develop, and if they improve, it takes a long time to improve. So we can track the development of the illness and the treatment of the illness. So to track the development and the treatment phase, longitudinal study is preferred. क्योंकि तुम्हें पूरी medical history मिल जाती है. So, bad thing about this, the person who's ill you're studying can die at any time if in extreme case. So that's why longitudinal study may not be applicable क्योंकि बहुत सारे लोग आपके study के अंदर मर सकते हैं. So that's why the participant ratio is gonna reduce if you longitudinal study करते हो for severe illnesses. Good thing is that you get in-depth data about the illness, especially if it's a rare disease, right? So rare disease can the in-depth data मिल सकता है, which can aid the community, scientific community, right? A bad thing about longitudinal data to collect illness is number one, if it's a contagious disease, you can get exposed to the disease, आपको disease लग सकता है, ठीक है ना. Number two, आपके अंदर biasness आ सकती है because you spend time with the patient who's ill, sympathy आ सकती है, you may get bias in your results. All right, so this is it for health psychology's fourth chapter. Do you guys have any questions? All right, guys, then I'll see you next time on Saturday.